Hello Freedom Lovers, this is Dextro giving you a review on the NS-11A Nanite Systems assault rifle available for all medics around the axis. Looking at the stats first, the NS-11A has a maximum damage of 143 up to 10 meters, which drops down to 125 at 65 meters. It has a fire rate of 652 rounds per minute and a bullet velocity of 640 meters per second. It has a short reload of 2 seconds and a long reload of 2.45 seconds. It has a overall ammo capacity of 210 rounds with a magazine capacity of 35 rounds. Another special thing about this weapon is that the aim movement speed is at 75% instead of the usual 50%. That means you only lose 25% of your movement speed when aiming down the sight compared to the usual 50. About the recoil of this gun, it has a recoil pull to the upper left, which is a good thing because that means we can compensate it fairly easy. Let's compare the NS-11A with the NC-1 Gauss rifle, the stock gun for the new conglomerate medic. We can see on the damage side that the NC-1 does 167 damage up to 10 meters, dropping down to 143 damage at 75 meters. That means that the minimum damage of the NC-1 is the maximum damage of the NS-11A. Comparing the fire rates, we can see that the NS-11A does 52 rounds more per minute than the NC-1. On reload, we can see that the long reload of the NS-11A is 0.15 seconds shorter than the reload of the NC-1. On the short reload, we can see that the NC-1 is 0.05 seconds quicker than the NS-11A, but that is not really much. Comparing the bullet velocity, we can see that the bullets of the NS-11A are flying 40 meters per second faster than the bullets from the Gauss rifle. We can also see that the NS-11A has a slightly better hipfire accuracy compared to the Gauss rifle, but the accuracies, there's not really that much of a tendency difference in between them. One interesting thing is that the loss per shot accuracy on the NS-11A is slightly better than on the NC-1. That means that your accuracy loss per shot is decreased on the NS-11A compared to the NC-1. We can also see that the NS-11A holds 5 rounds more in the clip compared to the NC-1 and has an overall ammo capacity of 210, which gives it 30 bullets more than the NC-1. Now let's have a quick look on the different ammo types available for the NS-11A. The blue graph is the stock gun without any special ammo, the green one is the high velocity ammo, and the orange one is the soft point ammunition. On the note of the high velocity ammo, it increases your recoil and it increases the bullet speed, and as you can see it increases the start of the minimum damage. Your weapon will drop down to 125 damage at 75 meters instead of the 65 meters. The soft point ammunition is increasing your maximum damage range by 5 meters, so you do the maximum damage up to 50 meters before the damage starts dropping. And the soft point ammunition also is slowing down your bullet speed, so your bullet will fly slower. When you look at the graphs, you can see that the soft point ammunition and the high velocity ammunition, both of the lines are crossing around 32-33 meters. So this is the point where the high velocity ammunition starts to outdamage the soft point ammunition. And you also have to consider the bullet speeds, of course, because if you're coming over a certain point, if you're coming into long range, the higher speed of the high velocity ammunition will make it easier to hit moving targets than the slow bullets of the soft point ammunition, where you have to lead the target and you have to concern about bullet drop. Both of the different types of ammunition implying different kinds of setup. If you want to have a more mid-range setup or more close to mid-range setup, then go for the soft point ammunition. Otherwise, I would always recommend you going for the high velocity ammunition. Higher bullet speed, higher damage at range, that's the things you want to look for, rather than having a slow bullet, because in planet side there are a lot of medium to long range engagements rather than really close quarter engagements. So my recommendation would be more turning towards high velocity ammunition. Okay, let's quickly go over the attachments of this weapon. On sights, you got all the sights available in general for the assault rifles. I would recommend you running with the 1-time or 2-time reflex sight, or with the night vision scope, considering you're fighting at night time. On the barrel attachment, you got the flash suppressor, you got the silencer and the compensator. Neither one of them is really a choice you have to have. It's like, if you really want to, yeah, do it, but please don't combine the silencer with the soft paint ammunition. Both of them slowing down your muzzle velocity, ending up your bullet flying so slow that it looks like shooting a BB gun. And for this kind of setup, you can only consider getting in real close ranges with, but with a fire rate of 652, that's not advisable. Another thing is the compensator. You don't really need the compensator, you can go with it, but doubling the size of you being spotted while shooting on the minimap is not really necessary considering the manageable recoil of this gun. On the rear attachments, you have the foregrip, the laser sight and the flashlight. The laser sight and the foregrip, you can use both of them according to a setup you want to go. If you want to go more like a closer-ish mid-range setup, maybe combine it with soft point. The foregrip, I would advise you to get it when you go with high velocity ammunition, because it kind of takes a bit the edge from the upper left pull a bit and makes it a bit more getting the pull a bit more towards the center. Considering that the high velocity ammunition is also increasing your vertical recoil, makes the recoil in general a bit more manageable. Now coming to the conclusion. The NS-11A is perfect if you struggle with the NC weapon recoil and you think that the NC weapons don't fit you, the recoil is too high or whatever, then you should have a look on the NS-11A, because it's really easy to use and has manageable recoil, and it has a lot of attachments you can pick up. On the other hand, it does not pack that much punch you would be used from the other NC weapons. When looking at the NC1, the 52 rounds per minute more of the NS-11A doesn't really make that much difference, and the damage of the NC1 is just so great compared to the NS-11A that you're probably gonna outshoot it at every given range. And comparing it to the Carnage, they share both the kind of same damage model, but the higher rounds per minute from the Carnage really make the Carnage a bit more meaty and beefy than the NS-11A, which is kind of calm and shy gun, which is not really packing that much punch to the enemy. So in the end, I would say, like, if you're struggling with the NC guns, then go for the NS-11A. It is perfect. It was the second gun I got for my medic back in the day, and I really enjoyed this gun, but picking it up lately make this gun feel for me a bit too weak, because I'm used to the recoil. I can compensate it, I can live with that. I think it's like a challenge, and once you made it, you will love it, because you get a lot of damage out of the NC guns, and that's the thing the NS-11A can't deliver that good. I hope you enjoyed this review. Maybe sharing in the comment section below if you want to have a specific review on a specific gun. Please, not an infiltrator gun. Besides that, more or less everything. Shotguns I'm not good at either, but assault rifles, LMGs, carbines, I played nearly all of them, or basically no, I played all of them. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have fun, guys, and see you in the battlefield.